Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah.
Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
Introducing Gervonta Tank Davis.
Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford.
And the current undefeated WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Tank Davis.
Now it is go time.
It's a privilege and an honor to be here. I feel so lucky to be sat here talking about something I love.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Tried to score with a jab. A perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Those counter punches have to hurt. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Listen, be smart when you go out. Take the round off.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? You were thinking? You were smart.
Get out there and switch on. Get this box.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A straight right. Did you see that? Crawford in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They blocked the left there. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to...
Okay, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
But you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see it and right.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He misses with that straight left. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
That big hook doesn't land. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. They both want the knockout. A perfect counter shot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breaths off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? And already, that right hand's beautiful.
There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. No rest for the weary. Good counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. counterpunch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? Counterpunch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Great round though. Relax. Relax. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again. Come on.
On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. Catch and shoot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go out in first minute, stick him on the end of a jab. And okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Doing good.
On to the sixth round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Clean jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven. They
exchange punches. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
A perfect counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Don't care. Go out there and win this next round.
And there's the bell for round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? One punch could change everything in this battle. A perfect counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Great work. I love it. I love it. That jab slick. And don't give him anything. Go.
Round 8, and we're off again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Catch and shoot. They blocked the left there. jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Happy? I like that round. Good work. You stay focused.
Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and breathe.
Good work out that kid. That jab's looking nice.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Back and forth they go. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
And everything in the bag.
The gaps will appear. Don't be looking at the one.
This is the 10th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter punch caught him clean. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That right hook's blocked. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. That uppercut doesn't land. He threw a punch and just got countered. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say I can't take? Did you see that? Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Focus, big deep breaths, big deep breaths.
Do, good work. The jab's working nice.
Breathe. Breathe. Get your mind back on the job.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
There's the bell to start round 11. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the left hook. Throws the jab but does not score. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Throws the jab but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Let's reset. Forget about.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath.
And win this next round. I need you to switch.
Still in your power shot. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away.
And win the round. Now it's a tough fight.
On to the 12th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Only catching air with that hook. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A perfect counter lands. And that hook misses. Beautiful counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Good counter punching. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.